All right, our next step is to glue the wing supports on the sides of the model on each side. Now bear in mind that this time we're using regular paper, regular cardstock to be glued on a shiny surface like a metallic foil type of paper. So the regular water-based glue will not work. Like an Elmer's glue, it will not work for this. Therefore, you will need a special glue. This is I don't have any preference for a brand, but this works for me. The Loctite, there is a gel type and there's a liquid type. There is a big difference with the two. First, on my previous models, I have used only the gel, and it really causes a lot of damage on the surface. It makes it it removes the shyness, and it makes it very it just makes marks on the surface. With the liquid form, it's better. It glues much faster and it doesn't leave any marks. So here I have something to demonstrate. I have glued all these. I have spent more than 10 minutes on these to see the results. Here I have glued just regular cardstock on top of this shiny paper, and I can still pull them apart easily, so it really doesn't stick to it. Metallic paper with metallic paper, it's almost the same thing. It just comes out. It really doesn't stick to it. But when the liquid is applied, there's still some resistance. I'm pulling, and obviously it holds better, but if I'm gonna keep pulling it, it's gonna come out, obviously. But it shows that it's much stronger. It's a stronger glue. So this is the way to go. It doesn't leave any mark, but it adheres much faster. So with that, we're gonna be using the liquid type. Okay. So here I have the two wing supports that will go on each side of the model. These are already made, assembled, and I will put glue here on this side and then stick it to the area of the lower section of the body. There is an area here where it would need to be glued. All right, be very careful. You can double check the previous video of the MK-1, but the colored version, the paper version, that this wing support is not supposed to reach all the way to the end. There's a little gap of about some millimeters before it touches the bottom. So you have to be very careful. So we're going to apply glue here on both sides, and it will cover this seam line. All right. Okay, so I have applied the special glue here, and I am about to cover it. There is some indication where I have to place this. I have to center it, and here it is. Here it is. So we can put a little clothespin there to hold it in place. So let it dry. And the same step, we're going to do it on the other side. This sticks very well. So this is just an example how to glue regular cardstock on metallic surface, on metallic paper, using a liquid form of this Loctite glue. All right. place now both wing supports on each side. It's drying. It really sticks very fast. All right, so that part is done, and we'll proceed with building the wings and the rest of the elements. All right, so here we have the wings and canards ready to cut, and the difference with this is just because it's metallic paper, we're going to score all these lines that we see here, and here in the front, here on this white side, and onto the shiny side as well, being very careful not to fold the long vertical lines here on the wings and on the canards. They have this piece have to be curved. All right, follow the video that I put on the paper colored version, and it explains all the process. But the difference is that here we need to score all the lines that we see here on both sides. All right. Okay, so I have one wing already scored, front and back, you can see. Taking care that you can, it's advisable not to score these lines. Otherwise, when this piece is curved, once we mark down these vertical lines, this segment will not be shaped curved as a perfect curve. Instead, it will be broken, it will be segmented, so we don't want that. So just for the sake of keeping this wing well curved on this edge, we are not going to score on these vertical lines. So now we're going to proceed to bend, to fold these tabs, these connecting tabs. Everything has been scored, and so with a strong ruler, with a ruler and metallic ruler, and with a scoring tool, we're going to proceed to score this segment. Look how easy it is when you're using this tool. It bends perfectly this tab. Okay, instead of doing it by hand, let's do the other one. Same procedure there, and the bottom part. All right, now we got that done. We're going to curve this side. For that, we're gonna use a dowel and very carefully start bending down. Start bending down, just the same way we did with the other version, the colored version. Start rolling it side by side until you get a sense that this part is being curved. All right. Very good. There it is. We can keep pressing this segment until it closes more and more. We can still do that. Now that it's curved, we don't have to worry about crushing it. It's already curved. So that's the result. It's very smooth, the edge well curved, and now it will just be a matter of connecting both ends by putting the paper parts here on the tabs, and then glue it with the other end, and we complete one wing. We're going to do the same process as for the other wing and for the canards. The same processing of curving. This is the most important part of this whole wing, is having this edge well curved. All right. Okay. Here on this wing, already curved, I have glued the connecting tabs. So I'm going to let this piece dry, and then after that it will be easier just to glue both ends. Okay. On this one, I'm going to show you how to score the entire thing. What is the process? Or, as I said, be careful not scoring these long vertical lines. So we're going to proceed scoring the lines that you see on the edges. Just one firm scoring. All right, and we're going to do it on the shiny side. So you see, we can see the markings. We're going to go and score on the same lines. All right, very good. Now here we're going to start the very cumbersome part in doing all these lines. Notice that each line is a double line. It's not only one line that we're going to score. So it's really two tight lines here. Now your scoring tool usually is very the edge is, it's not that sharp because it's not supposed to cut, but to make a fine line. So use the tip of the scoring tool to make the scoring of the lines. All right, here, as I say, it's a very time-consuming process, but it's worth it. At the end, you have a nice effect on the wings, like the real vehicle, all metal with scored lines. Actually, it's welding lines on the real vehicle. All right, so this is the process of scoring all these double lines. I will continue doing that, but I'm going to demonstrate on the shiny side, going over the same line, being very careful to score close to the same line. Be very patient though doing this step. Remember, 2 wings and 2 canards, the same process of scoring these fine lines. All right, so you have the idea what we're going to be doing, completing the entire wing, back and front. All right, so we have scored the entire white side, and now we're going to continue doing it on the shiny side. All right. Very good. Everything has been scored. Now we're going to bend. Let's say you put a rod in between and gently start rolling side by side while you press down until it curves smoothly. Now keep rolling it, keep pressing more and more and more, and double check it's well curved. Very good. Keep doing it until you get this part well curved. All right, so that's the technique. We're going to do the same what we did on this one, adding the connecting tabs, and then we put these together, and we do the same thing with the canards or upper winglets. We have to score all these lines front and back. Same thing, we will put the connecting tabs here, fold them, and ready to be glued on top of the model. Thank you. All right, now I'm going to show you how to glue the wing. Both wings are almost ready. All the connecting tabs have been installed. This one is going to be left to dry, and this is going to be glued right now. Now, just because it's paper and paper, we don't need a crazy glue. We don't need the other synthetic glue. We're gonna use the regular Elmer's glue to put this. So we're gonna glue on the edge, the opposite side where the connectors are, and pretty much that's it. Okay, little by little we're going to connect all these pieces, center it. It's Try to center the whole entire piece. It's a process. Try to center everything little by little, piece by piece. Alright, look, should be neat. Okay. There, you're always, and this opening is going to be left in order for the cylinder to go in, the little rod, so the wing support can hold this piece. You've seen it on the first colored paper version. Okay. We're gonna keep pressing until everything has been dried. Be very patient and double check how it's coming together. If you see some parts have gone further inside, just try to remove it and glue it again. There. All right, so you got the idea. It's straight. That's what we want. That's the way how to assemble the wing and the canard, the same process. And now is the canard's turn. We have scored them back to back, front and back. We have put their connecting tabs, and before gluing this piece we have to smooth out this edge. Alright, sometimes you might see that it's not perfectly curved, so there's one more step to go. Put a dowel, press firmly the winglets, and with a with another rod, in this case I'm using the handle of an old X-Acto knife, I smooth this area just like this, so it gets smoothly curved. We're gonna do it on the other side, on the other one. Let me remove this here. Okay, and then I do the same process and smoothing out this edge. That way, when the winglet is glued, this side is very smoothly curved. All right, that's a tip to follow. And to complete the model, we only have to add the leg coverings, which are 4, 2 on the front and 2 on the back, and 2 of these parts that are actually the shoulders will be an intermediate segment between that there's a segment that connects the wing with the rest of the body, and this goes along the sides of the body of the model. And you can refer to the video done for the paper colored version of the same model, so you can see where these are placed. All right, from here now we're going to connect all these elements, and we have the model. It's almost ready. We just have to connect the canards, upper wings here on the nose cone to complete this area here. This will be put here, and we will glue with the special glue, the adhesive, all-purpose adhesive glue here on the sides. And then at the end we will install the engine section, the bulkhead. All right, I will show you pictures of the entire model completed. Thank you.